Hi, how are you guys doing today? My name is Victoria and I am co-owner of OTR Smokehouse. We are a little food truck with big dreams, serving really good food and amazing sauce. And today, I am not talking about any of that. Today, I am going to be attempting my first time at making a no-bake cheesecake. Now, I have made like cheesecakey filling to put in like strawberries. I have made like mini cheesecake cupcakes type things. So I have made other no bake recipes with that's cheesecake with the cream cheese, but I've never made on like a full one. So this should be interesting. All right, so this is Sally's baking recipe. She has a very fun video. Her video is like 3 minutes. Yeah, because she knows how to edit and do things just right. But mine's going to be hella longer than that because I don't know how to do that. And I'm spending time talking to you instead of baking or not baking. All right, so I need to go nuke my butter and I'm going to work on breaking down my graham crackers for my graham cracker crust, and I'm going to be getting my brown sugar together. And so yeah, so I might try not to talk and speed this part up. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Wish me luck, guys. All right, let's go nuke this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 30 seconds to the trick. It's almost completely melted, but not quite. Let me get my itty spatula. Okay, I think that's good. Put that over there. Now I'm gonna have to grind up some graham crackers. It says 16 sheets or 2 cups. So let's see if 16 sheets is like almost 2 packages. But ultimately I need 2 cups. And I guess I could have done all this beforehand, had it all measured like a professional cook type person. All right. Let's see how this goes. Maybe that's too many. This is just a little tiny thing, right? It's gonna get loud, guys. Oh, that one didn't get crushed at all, did it? Just trying to see where I'm at. So that was one sleeve. Look, I have scissors. There we go. That made life a breeze, yeah? You can make life easier for yourself, right? Life's hard enough. I don't know if this is all going to fit in here. I might have to do it in sections. Yeah, it's kind of getting full. I have to break them up smaller so they fit a little better. She had a big old thing. This thing just does not sound happy with me. I've never done this with this. Usually it's just some garlic that we're using this guy for. Alright, so I'm thinking that might be good. Here we go. I have a spoon. It's a little wet. Alright, well it seems it is all ground up. And I'm not feeling any big... I'm not finding any chunks, which is what I'm trying to make sure of, because you don't want any big chunks, right? Well, let's see if I can flatten it out a bit. I think there's a line up here at the top. It says 2 cups. So maybe I can dump this in there. And I'll just go ahead and do these last couple. And that'll definitely make it to the 2 cups. And again, we're just going to make sure there's no big pieces. Nope. All right. All good there. All right. Now I've got my one stick of butter, which is a 1/2 cup. I've got my 16 sheets of graham crackers, or 2 cups. Now I need a 1/3 cup of brown sugar. 1/3 cup. There we go. All right, a 1/3 cup of my brown sugar. Pack that in real good. Oh, I forgot to get a knife for scaling things up. All right, now we're in the business. That right off there. That right in there. And then that's it for the brown sugar. Gonna put that in there and make sure it's all nice and tight. All right. Break up my brown sugar a bit before I start mixing it. So she explains that usually she makes the graham cracker crust with some granulated or regular white sugar, but due to the fact that this said no bake, that she suggested the brown sugar would be better because it has more moisture to help keep it together. And of course she did this in no time, so I should stop talking so I can speed this part up. So I might have had too much graham cracker, so I added another stick of butter, and now I don't know, I might have too much butter, but I don't know, I like butter. It's coming together, I think, better though, to actually, like, you know, stick and stay. I know we're going to be shoving it in the freezer. Ooh, I forgot to see if I have room in the freezer. But yeah, so I think this is better. And now we need to put it in, she said either an 8 or 9 inch. So I went with the bigger, the 9 inch spring form pan. Alright, got it all in there like that. Now she says she uses a measuring cup. So I guess this one, I'll try this one. And she kind of pushes it up the sides a bit too here. Let me put my dishes with my dishes. My dishes I need to do with my new dishes I'm adding to my pile. My handle might be a little too big. Alright, good thing I didn't use the smaller one. So you just want to make it so it's around the sides. And from what I remember, hers were up pretty high along the sides. It's hard to tell how even you are. I can tell you that. Yeah, I might have too much butter now, but... but it shouldn't fall apart when I go to cut it later. Just trying to get my sides to be a little even. I've got a lot on this side. If I try to level it off, and I can try to push some more over on this side. So with baking, you definitely have to have a lot of patience, yeah? I think I about got it. Or maybe I just need to not be so much of a perfectionist about things, yeah? That might be helpful. Alright, so I'm thinking I'm going to go with that and stop trying to make it perfect. Nothing's going to be perfect. Alright, so I've got it lined up really nice in my springform 9-inch pan. So I'm going to go put this in the freezer. Oh dear Lord, let me have room. Ooh, will it fit? Yay, I have room. Alright. Alright, I've set my timer for 30 minutes. I'm pretty sure it'll take loads longer than that, but we'll see. Alright, so now my next step is making the filling, and part of the thing that I need for my filling is powdered sugar. And Wild Becker's gonna be like, I have some powdered sugar, but I need it now. I need it right this moment because I'm in the middle of all the things. So I looked up how to make my own powdered sugar. So pretty much you just use regular granulated sugar, and you use some cornstarch. Now this is where it gets tricky for me because I suck at math and numbers and such, and pretty much it's for however many ounces of sugar you use 0.03 ounces of this. And I literally only need 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar. Now you need the cornstarch and your powdered sugar to help with the setting up of things, I believe, is if I remember right. So when you make your own powdered sugar, so let's say you want a cup of powdered sugar, you would only use half a cup of your granulated sugar because it's gonna double itself, because as the bigger crystals break down, it fluffs up, I guess. So let's see how this does. Put that guard on there. And you don't want to burn up your motor of whatever you're using, so you'll want to, give it a break. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're in there now. So I should have 2 tablespoons. You can see it all. I don't know if you can see it. It's all kind of cloudy in here now. Well, let's see. I don't know. I feel like I lost a lot of it. I feel like I should just do a whole cup. Or do another. Experiment with Victoria. Alright. That's. Oh yeah, I put my cornstarch away. I'm just doing a little bit less of that, just in case. And then I should be good now. I'm thinking it should be good. That's, oh, turn it around. That's, all right. All right, let's see. Let this guy breathe a little bit. Change. Just gotta beat it a little bit first. Oh yeah, perfect. All right, so I'm just gonna add this to what I have in here. Yes, here. Just put it all back in. Whoops. Top of that guy. So that should be plenty. All right, now let's get down to business. Here, I should put this over here because I am going to need this guy. All right, so I am going to be using the whisk attachments. Okay. All right. So now I need 1.25 cups heavy cream. So my other ingredients, like my sour cream and my cream cheese, I had to get to room temperature. My butter I had to melt. This, however, has to stay cold because you are going to use this to make like whipped cream. I'm going to mix this until it gets stiff peaks. This is the most important part in making a really good cheesecake. It's the most important step in this entire recipe and the secret to a thick, no-bake cheesecake filling. That's why. So it did say to give it a shake, so I'm making sure I give it a good shake. 1 cup. So I need 1.25 cups. So I got my 1 cup. It should be to right there, yeah. So 1.25 cup would be that line right there. One cup. 1.25. All right. This back. So I forget how long she said this would take. Get all of that goodness out of there if I can. It's thick, yeah. All right, I am plugged in. Let me see. Probably have to start out on the low, I would think, right? Because don't splash you. Not yet. Ooh. I think this might be what they're talking about. Because you want it to get stiff peaks. It's not moving. So I think that's what they're looking for. All right. So we've accomplished that. Woo! Now I'm going to have to put this in another bowl because I need this. Oh, actually, I should probably stir it a little bit and then do it again and make sure I got it all, huh? I didn't think about that. I think it's good. All right, so we got to be nice to this so we don't lose our airiness about it. So I'm just going to gently transfer it over to here. The handy dandy measuring cup. All right, I think that's all that I'm going to be able to get out of there. Put that right there. So now I'm going to be adding my cream cheese and stuff. So I'm sure I can just leave it as is, right? And I'm pretty sure I'm going to use my paddle now. Make sure it's clean. All right. So now I'm going to be blending my cream cheese, my sugar, my powdered sugar that I made, my sour cream, lemon juice, and vanilla all in here. So this takes 24 ounces of cream cheese. It's a lot of cream cheese, right? Let's get another spatula. All right, so I've been trying to let this get to room temperature. That guy there. And then this one ripped on me, so I'm going to have to be careful getting it out. There we go. Just put it out here. I think I got it all there. Right. All right, there we go. So let me work on my cream cheese a little bit. All right, this is really messy, yeah. And she stayed all nice and clean the whole time. Her counter was clean the whole time. I was like, how the heck? That's how you know it's staged, right? Let's beat it. Beat it. Alright. Oh, yeah, it's flinging it now. So, alright, I think that's good. Alright, so 24 ounces of cream cheese. Then I need a half cup of butter. This one's my half cup, yeah. Clean off my hands so I don't get it everywhere. Alright, so a half cup of sugar. Alright, half cup of sugar going in. Alright. And so I need my 2 tablespoons powdered sugar. Should definitely have enough now, right? I should have probably sifted this, but it looks really good to me. So I think they want you to sift it just to make sure you got all the lumps out. But I'm really not seeing any lumps. And see, I still have quite a bit of powdered sugar left over. So maybe I did have enough. But just in case, better be safe than sorry. Alright, so there's my 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar. Then I need a 1/4 cup of sour cream. I have that right here already. It's not cooled anymore, so that's what I wanted. I've used, oh, here we go. There's my spatula. Here, let's get this guy out of the way. That might make life a little easier to put the sour cream in. Right there. Get all that sour cream out. All right. And then I need 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. 2 teaspoons. All right, so this is where you guys are gonna really laugh. So I just needed, where's my teaspoon at? Half teaspoon. Oop, there it is. So I just need, like I just said, 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. That's all I need. Between Ma Beckford and Jody. You think I got enough lemon juice? I don't know. I think I might need more. If you have any ideas of what I can do with lemon juice other than lemonade, let me know. Oh, and there's my 30 minutes. It was 2, right? 2 teaspoons. That was 1. Oop. All right, 2 teaspoons of the lemon juice. And then 1 teaspoon vanilla. 1 vanilla. There we go. All right. And that does it for the ingredients. That's all the ingredients. All this stuff out of the way. I'll be loud for a moment. All right. Blend it. Oh yeah, it's looking good. Getting all kind of creamy. I think it's looking good. I think I can, I think it's mixed really well now. I got most of it, yeah? Get that a little bit right there. All right, I got most of it. Get my sleeves out of the way. We're centered. All right, so now I think this is going to be the tricky part. So the 2 most important things with making this, according to Miss Sally and Miss Sally's Baking, her website. Yeah, I think that's good. So the one tricky part is getting your goodies to peak, your whipped cream to peak and get all airy and fluffy, like, right? Your secret to your no bake cheesecake. The next tricky part is mixing this into this without losing that airiness. So you're not really gonna mix it, you're gonna kind of fold it in. She said that you could use this guy, the thing I just got done using, the mixer, the handstand mixer, but I'm gonna do it by hand, and I'm just gonna fold it in. Clean that off. So I'm gonna use this spatula with all the airy goodness on it. Or at least most of it. Oh yeah, this is so nice and airy, light and fluffy. Man, that's all I can get. I think that's all. Alright, so I'm just gonna like gently fold it in there. Fold it in there. Yeah, I hope I'm getting it in there. I feel like all my airy fluffiness is staying on top of the stuff. But it's got to be mixing in there. It's got to be good. All right, so I think that's good. I think I got it all well combined. It's all airy, light, and fluffy. Just in case, give it a couple more. All right, we're gonna call it good because you don't want to overdo it. Okay. Like I said, I feel like my fluffiness is on top of all the things. Alright, so I had my crust in the freezer for the 30 minutes. And it seems like it's nice and hard. That's what you want. So it holds together. Now we're going to pour this into there. Does it look light and airy to you? Oh. Yeah, hers looks so much better. She's the professional, Miss Sally. I am not, by any means, a professional. I'm not a good cook. I'm an okay baker. Not tech savvy. But I'm trying to learn all the things, right? And then she has a fancy dancy like for cakes, how they put their cake on a spinner and they have this long flat thing and they like smush it all down and they spin their cake and they make it look so easy. Like, oh, I could do that. And then you try to do it and you end up pushing the cake off the spinner and oh my goodness, it's just one big catastrophe. Yeah. I don't use cake spinner. I've never used a cake spinner. I wouldn't know how to use one of those. I'm just hoping that this turns out really well. I'm really hoping that I mixed things well. I'm hoping that I've got it even. I don't think this is something where you're going to smack it on the table and see, right? And no, Ma Beckford, I don't need one of those fancy dancy spatula thingies. But I guess if you happen to have one, I'll take it off your hands for you. Not that I'll know how to use it. Alright, so I'm thinking I can try to clean this up somehow. Because, yeah, this is a hot mess, yeah. Not bad, not bad. I don't know, just trying to clean it up a little bit, help it out for when I take this spring thing off. All right. So I think that's it. I think that's what I got for now. So now the other tricky part, the other really hard part is to let this sit in the refrigerator for like a really long time. Overnight. I mean, she says 6 to 8 hours, I think it was. 6 to 8 hours. But ultimately, it would be better the longer it sits in the refrigerator. So, I am going to leave this until tomorrow. About this time. What time is it? 1:30. So I am going to let this bad boy sit in the refrigerator for an entire day. I'm going to let it sit there and do its thing for 24 hours. I've got to cover it. So I'm going to get some foil. And I'm going to foil it up really good and put it in the refrigerator. And we will see how it tastes tomorrow. I love ya. Tomorrow I'll have cheesecake. So good. All right, guys, that's it for me for today. Well, no, I'll add on tomorrow to today, and yeah. All right, bye for now. Hi, guys. So here is my cheesecake. It's time for the reveal. Ooh, I should get a knife and a plate. Plates, knife, and okay. So let's see how I did. I made bonus material too that I'm going to show you for this. Foil off here. All right, now let's do the unhinging of things. Maybe. I've never done this before. Oh, there it goes. Hey, I got it off. Woohoo. So, looks a little rough, yeah. Well, not terrible. So it's held together. Yeah. All right. So, bonus material. So I made some strawberry yumminess. It's still hot, so I can't put it on yet. And it'll thicken as it cools. So this is, let's see here. 1 pound of strawberries. And then you take a tablespoon of cornstarch and you put that into 3 tablespoons of warm water and you dissolve it. Then you add that to your 1 pound of strawberries that are whole and chopped up. And then you add 2 teaspoons of lemon juice and a quarter cup of sugar. And then you cook it on medium heat and then you let it simmer. And then as it cools, it'll thicken. And then if it's too cold and you want to warm it up, 15 seconds. So since it's too hot, I can't put this on my cheesecake yet or I'll melty, especially the no bake. I also made some more whipped cream, but not the way that I did it for in here where it's just heavy whipping cream, but like a whipped cream. So I used 1 cup of heavy whipping cream or heavy cream. You have to use the one that says heavy because you need the fat. The more fat, the better it is. If it doesn't have as much fat, it will not do what you want it to do. Okay, so 1 cup heavy cream, and you can put your bowl and your whisk in the freezer to help out. And you want to make sure your heavy cream is cold, because if it gets warm while you're mixing it, it won't set up like you want. So 1 cup heavy cream, 2 tablespoons of sugar. I used regular sugar. For this amount, you can use regular sugar, granulated sugar. But if you're making like a lot, then you really need to use the powdered sugar, because the more you make, the more sugar and the more chance you'll have to catch those granules. Whereas in this little tiny amount that I made, you shouldn't taste it at all. And then a half teaspoon of vanilla. And then you just whisk it all together until you form a nice fluffy cloud in your mixing bowl. And then, yeah, so I haven't really piped a lot. I piped on cupcakes in the past, but it has been a hot minute. So I'm using this star. I don't know, you can't probably tell that, but I'm using the star one. And let's see how I do. So I'm just gonna try to make some pretty little thing around here. And then I messed up and I used all of my strawberries for my strawberry goodness that I made, and I didn't think to save any to put on top. Because my thought is you could make, some people like fruit on their cheesecakes. So I have it so you can put it on top of your cheesecake if you like, on top of your slice. It's also good with, you know, other yummy things. So let's see if I can keep going with this. And then you gotta be careful when you're piping that your hands don't get it too hot, or then it'll start falling apart on you. I don't think that's too bad. I think I did okay. I still have a lot more piping though to do, or left. So let's see if I can do something like in the middle that's really cute. All right. I'm just doing like little swirls. And I'm trying to pick up where I left off, if I do pick it up. This is tricky business, let me tell you. I still have quite a bit left. We'll just try to fill in, I guess. Because I don't know what else I'm going to use this for. Alright, let's see if I can finish her off and just do the whole thing with it. Oh, probably not. This is where I'm going to run out. Try to spread it out. Oh. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to get there. I put too much in the middle on the top, huh? Let me just try to squeeze out every last bit. Alright, well, that's good enough. Just throw that in there. That's good enough. It'll be alright. So there you go. There's my cheesecake. Now for the moment of truth, yeah? So since I messed up over here, this is where I'm going to cut it first. I think I cut it all the way through. Maybe I should have brought a spatula over. I think I'm cutting it all the way through that graham cracker crust on the bottom. It's hard to tell, honestly. So I'm just trying to do it again just to make sure I sawed through that all the way to the bottom. Because it is kind of a thick graham cracker crust down there, so I want to make sure. Alright, I think I might be okay. I guess that's usually why I make cupcakes. They're easier to get out. Ooh, there we go. I got it. maybe. Hey, there we go. All right, now you can see. It's a nice, thick, airy looking cheesecake, yeah. All right, so I'm gonna get my fork and give her a try. It's not bad. Very cream cheesy, but that. And you don't even notice the sour cream, but that's supposed to give it a little more tang. And the great thing about this is that once you make a recipe and you try it, then you can tweak it. So I might add just like a little bit more sugar to give a little more sweetness. Maybe a little less cream cheese. I don't know. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. My graham cracker crust is really good. That extra butter didn't hurt it at all. Maybe I needed to mix it more. Maybe I didn't mix the filling. All in all, not bad. I would definitely give this another try. And yeah, so there you have it. If you want to learn more about this cheesecake, get it for yourself. It's Sally's Baking Addiction. I talk Sally's Baking Addiction. And you can find this recipe there and a plethora of others. That's where you find the Cool Whip topping, which is very good, honestly. And it's not, none of this is really sweet. None of it is super sweet. So if you have someone who doesn't like really sweet things, this is it. I got this recipe from her as well. And she has a plethora of other recipes on there because she's addicted to baking. And a lot of different ways that you can do your whipped cream. She suggests that if you do make a no-bake cheesecake, to not add this to this. If you're gonna add it to your no-bake cheesecake, to do it in like swirls, you know, like those fun swirly fruit-filled cheesecakes, because this is going to be too much liquid and it won't hold its form. So yeah, I've learned a lot these last couple days. I hope you enjoyed this video and maybe learned a little something too. If you might be able to teach me something that I don't know or did not learn from Sally, go ahead and leave me a comment. All right, guys, you have a great day, and I will see you again soon. Bye.